Welcome back to Swim Outlet Tech Talk, the show where we tell you all about the latest technologies and swim training products. I'm Tiffany Elias. Joining us today is Tim Elson, the Vice President of Sales for Finis. Now today we are talking about the new Finis Vapor, which is a new fast suit that has already hit the market. You might have seen the new minty fresh color on the pool deck. But let's bring in Tim to discuss the vision and technology behind this new design. Hi Tim, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, Tiffany.
All right, Tim, Finis is always on the cutting edge of technology and equipment. Now, you decided to launch the Vapor. Why was it time for Finis to release this new fast suit?
Well, we've been doing suits now for about 12 years, and we think we're starting to get pretty good at it. And a few years ago, we had a lot of critical success with the tech suit we call the HydroSpeed Velo. And Laura Jackson, who's an American record holder in 50-yard freestyle, used that suit to win outdoor nationals, I believe 2011, and a few months later she won the Pan American Games gold medal in that suit. And about that same time we signed American swim hero Jay Lezak to swim in that suit, and he went on and competed in it for several years, including a silver medal effort at the World Championships. And Denison University was a team that wore the Velo and won Division III NCAAs in that suit. And just this past year, we signed the University of Alabama to be our first SEC team, and they also swam in the Velo. Now, that said, as time has gone on here, we've now, especially with signing the University of Alabama, we've felt a need to come up with another suit so that this world-renowned coaching staff at Alabama will be confident that their athletes are going to be able to compete at the SEC level and beyond in a suit that is going to give them every advantage. And we think we've done that with the Vapor.
All right, well, let's talk about the Vapor. Can you specifically give us some insight onto the technology behind it? What makes it special and different from the Vela, and also different from the other suits on the market?
Well, I think there's a couple things in particular. The repellency is a big deal with the suits, and not just how repellent it is, because there's a FINA limit to that, and we're at the absolute limit of the repellency, but it's also a matter of how long the repellency can last. And most suits, when they're put together, are then treated with this substance that makes them repellent. And we did this a little bit different, where instead of treating the suit after it's been put together, we treated the individual fibers and then wove it, and the woven quality of the suit is also leads to the repellency of the suit. So that's the first thing, is that we treated the individual fibers. After that, we wanted to make sure that we got the best material possible. This is a premium Italian material, and it's amongst the lightest material out there. In fact, a year ago, this material wasn't even around. So we chose a really light material that was also going to give us the compression and durability that is greatly needed for these types of suits.
I see you have some models next to you. I already discussed you offer the minty fresh color that's right there. What other options do the consumers have when it comes to the Vapor?
Well, we have the, as you say, the minty. That certainly was, a few weeks ago in Mesa, seemed to be the it suit. That was, I don't know if they really, that was kind of a pleasant surprise. And we have the red, as you can also see, and then we have the black. So certainly it's nice to have the fun colors, but really what we were most interested in was the quality of this suit. And that's one thing I really like to mention, is that this suit is assembled one at a time in Europe. This is not mass produced in the Far East or anything. And the detail has been very high, even from the design. A lot of times people will throw out these terms like, this suit designed by swimmers for swimmers, and I can guarantee you that that's exactly the case here. We had a small focus group of people led by Mark Stevens, who has an engineering degree from Stanford and was also the captain of the men's team at Stanford. He led the team. Luann Rowe is an international open water swimming champion. Bobby Savlich won a silver medal in the Pan American Games, and Colleen Healy was an All-American at University of Florida. And those people were in charge of the design and every detail that went into that suit.
Tim, Finis is always coming out with great stuff. Now, looks like behind you, you guys have your own swimming pool back there. Is that where you do some product testing? What's the story behind that?
Absolutely. Well, it's an endless pool. We call it the Stroke Lab. We've got a mirror on the bottom, a mirror on the top. We can put cameras out here. We sometimes we'll have local coaches bring some swimmers out. It's really a great teaching tool. But as we were talking about the swimsuit, our focus group was in here testing the suit throughout the whole process.
Now, the suit's already hit the pool deck. What type of feedback have you been receiving from the athletes wearing it?
Well, I would say probably the best testimonial I could give you is the University of Alabama. Last year, well, actually dead last in the SEC, and this year they were in the top 12 at men's NCAAs. They really, well, as I said, they really liked it. And as far as Anthony Irvin goes, I just think he's one of the coolest swimmers of all time, but he's very particular of what kind of suit he wears, and he really liked that, especially the mint-colored suit. And he was rocking that at the Mesa meet, and Jason Dunford was as well. And they're not going to wear suits that they don't like.
All right, Tim, well, thank you for sharing this new suit technology with us. This is very exciting for Finis, and we can't wait to see what your team comes out with next.
Thank you so much, Tiffany. Have a great day.
All right, thanks for watching SwimOutlet.com Tech Talk. Now, if you're interested in the Finis swimwear and other products, go to SwimOutlet.com to learn more. I'm Tiffany Elias. You can follow us on Twitter at Swimming World. We'll see you next time.